Adrenaline Time, people. 96.1 Styling. Man, all that good alternative music. And as always, Lisa Marie is in the house. So, yep, she is here, people. You look crabby.
I am crabby. It's been a very long week. I'm sorry.
Yeah, poor girl. Well, we're going to get you to laugh, smile. Maybe we'll get a giggle out of you. So, let's just kick this shit off. If you had a porn name, what would your porn name be?
Oh. Rainbow Bright.
Rainbow Bright.
I don't know.
Oh, man. That is some funny shit. Rainbow Bright. That'd be your porn name. So when we're at the Wednesday show, which we'll talk about the Wednesday show coming up, but Will, that's in the car club, he got in a car wreck and he's still got both arms, but one is kind of paralyzed. And I don't know how the fuck this shit got started, but you know how guy talk is. He goes, "Shit, my porno name is the One Hand Porno Man."
Oh, man.
I was like, oh, damn. He goes, "I could jack off with the best of them. I'm faster and stronger because I've got one hand." And I'm just like, so yeah, fucking on the afternoon show, me and Jimmy was talking. I was like, if there was one car club member, what do you think their porno name would be? And he picked Leslie from Kicking It with Leslie, and he goes, "I see her being called Pebbles." I was like, Pebbles? And he goes, "I don't know why, but she looks like her porno name would be Pebbles."
Pebbles.
Like the Flintstones. And I'm like, she don't have red hair. And he's like, "I know, but if she was a stripper, her name would be Pebbles." I was like, wow. Fucking people. Yeah, we looked up porn names, man. There was some funny ass shit. So.
I bet. I can only imagine.
Yeah, so yeah, people, I've been in and out of meetings since Wednesday. Today's Thursday, and when I mean meetings, so Cruising Creve Coeur Park, that is our deal. We are permitted, everything's good. However, in conjunction is this little thing that we do over there on Wednesdays, which is the Classic Car Meetup, which technically has nothing to do with us. It's just a group of guys that say, "Hey, we're going to have a meetup on a Wednesday, blah, 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 blah." Well, we've been promoting it on the radio and different stuff, and now it went from like 30 cars to like over 200 cars, and the park rangers shut that shit down.
Yeah, they were not happy, huh?
They were not happy. So, it's very interesting what has happened, because Wednesday afternoon show and Wednesday night, I couldn't talk about it because it's turned into a legal issue. And when we mean legal, like nobody's going to sue anybody, but you have to have permits if you're going to be at a gathering like this. And the two guys running the deal, well, nobody wanted to own up on who was running it. Of course, I stepped up and I said, "Hey, we're from Cruising Creve Coeur Park with Show World," and she goes, "I know who you are, but is this your event?" And I said, "No, it's not." But she goes, "Your event's coming up November 2nd. And I said, "Yeah." And she goes, "Well, you've got a permit. This doesn't." And she said it loud as fuck. She got out of that SUV. They rolled up, and I looked at everybody and I go, "This ought to get good. Get your popcorn." And she straight got out of that SUV. She goes, "Who in the fuck is running this?" And I was like, oh, shit. So, but we talked to the park rangers. They're just the messengers. We've talked to St. Louis Parks and Recreation. And, it's been 2 days and I was in several meetings today about it. And we're going to see, it looks like we may take over the Wednesday deal. We're going to call it the Gathering. But it might be limited to the car numbers, so it's people with...
So do you have to have a permit to do that? Like, how difficult is it to get a permit to do that? And like, do they put a limit on the cars that you can have? Like when you guys are doing your thing in November,
Well,
do they put a limit?
well, in November, we don't have a limit, okay? But yes, we have permits and insurance and all this other stuff. But it's a two-part thing, people. So it's kind of with Cruising Creve Coeur Park, we are licensed, bonded, insured. They know what we're doing. This deal, this classic car meetup that has nothing to do with us, we made fun of it on the radio. Like, who in the fuck shows up on a Wednesday, right? Well, apparently quite a few people.
200 cars.
200 cars, you know. And we were probably part of the reason because people had heard about it on the radio and it coming out and hanging out with us and this and stuff. So, I've talked to the two brothers. Everything's canceled for the rest of the year. Plus, they have to have a 30-day notice. And talking to several meeting with Park and Recreation, they have other stuff going on. So my thing was, look, we'll just go rent all the pavilions and we can have a big fucking cruise, right?
Yeah.
Yes and no. Okay.
What's the no?
Well, the no is this. You have to have a permit.
So what if you decided that you're going to rent all the pavilions and just throw up a shit ton of pop-ups and just have all these cars show up and then you're like having a party? Can you pull that off?
That's what we thought. However, this is what we did not know, and we didn't think about this. They have other functions going on that doesn't require a pavilion. So we went and we rented all the pavilions, okay? We thought we were good. But they have other stuff going on. So they have, like, let's say they might have a 5K going on, or they have...
and the pavilions aren't next to each other. They're spread apart.
Yeah, so there's other functions going on that they sub the grounds out for stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, I do know what it costs to rent the lake. It's $6,000.
To rent the whole lake?
To rent the lake.
Okay.
And there's no negotiation. If you pay $6,000, you have that lake for the day. So you know me, I brought up the boat races. How come is there a reason why we can't have the boat races anymore? The reason why, and I found out, the reason why they don't have it anymore because the association that put on the boat races out there, they went out of business years ago.
That makes sense. So, I remember them.
Oh, yeah. So we could technically, in conjunction with this other company I know, we could bring the boat races back.
Man, that sounds like a lot of insurance.
Yeah, and you got to pay for security. You got to pay for it. There's a lot of shit that goes into this. So, you know, everybody wants to go out and have a car cruise and everybody get together. And it's such a gray area because it's like, here's the thing. It's like, it's only 2 hours that they were doing their little get together, right? But there's other functions going on that they need that parking lot for parking. So with no communication with the park and them, it become an issue. So if it was like 30, 40 cars, no big deal.
Not a big deal.
But then, like the park told us, once you create an event for it, then you have to have an event permit.
Oh, man. So when you announced it on the radio...
Well, no, it wasn't just us. They have a Facebook page for this. That is an event.
Oh, okay.
So they were in clear violation because they never communicated. So yeah, it ain't a big deal. We've worked with permits and all that. We have underwriters for that. We have insurance. We're good on our end, but we have an opportunity. Do we want to take this Wednesday thing over next year? That's something that we're going to have to discuss. And I don't know. But I know if I wanted to have a big boat race out there, what it would cost. I know all the cost of everything now. So we've been in and out of meetings with them for the last 2 days. You know, since about 1 o'clock yesterday, okay? So we know everything going on. But on that note, guys, we're going to go right back into music. You're listening to Pure Adrenaline on Stylin' Radio.